We're here celebrating the role of traditional leadership in West Africa, its contribution to development, its contribution to international relationships, and you see Ghana and Nigeria celebrated here, and that's good news for Africa.
When we think about monarchs, we always think about the European monarchs. But I think the African monarchs have been with us much, much longer, and they represent much more. As somebody from the Caribbean, for me, this is what I read about in the books. And now I see it in fruition. So it was indeed a privilege and an honor for me to be here, and I thank you very much for extending the invitation.
Lord Jesus. And we'd just like to say thank you. I pray indeed for everything that needs to happen here today, that you will come and take your place.
We have two of the powerful nations on the African continent, Nigeria and Ghana, a relationship that has been on for years, and between the Esama of the Benin Kingdom, the Esama of the universe, Sir Gabriel Osawaru Igbinedion. It's an evening to celebrate a wonderful friend to him, a brother, somebody that he knows very well, and it's an annual occasion that he celebrates his anniversary.
God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of rights. Fill our hearts with true humility. Make us cherish fearless honesty, and help us to resist oppressors with all our will and might forevermore. And help us to resist oppressors' rule with all our will and might forevermore. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's call obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. See the labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity.
The man that started the first university in Nigeria called the Okada University in Benin, in Edo State, Nigeria. The first African probably to own an airline company on the African continent. The man who have sponsored not hundreds, but thousands of underprivileged, not only in Edo State, but in Nigeria and across the African continent. The man who wants to see the emancipation of the black people, the man who has empowered the black people in his community, in his state, and in Nigeria, by and large on the African continent. And that's the only reason why they call him the Esama of not just the Benin Kingdom, but the Esama of the universe. Ladies and gentlemen, is a man that you will know, the man you know, that want to do things to the highest rate that you can give any product, any service. If there's a 5-star, he'll be looking for 7-star. And that is the Esama.
Thank you very much, my brother from the Nigerian side of my family, Alistair. His Royal Majesty, Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, is an incredible legend. Actually, I am not surprised that he and the Esama are friends, because they do have quite a lot in common. They both have a very strong stand on education. And if you've ever visited Ghana, and specifically Kumasi, you would have heard of the Otumfuo Education Fund. In fact, before I even do that, His Royal Majesty Osei Tutu II, Asantehene of Kumasi. You're gonna have to forgive me because there's just no way that this is gonna rock in English, okay? Drabra, Kochia Mansa, Ori Dadia Kotokro. Asante Kotoko Hine, Obrimpoa, Ofa Akrofon, Nana, UK4, Yamawa Kwapa. I would like to call Lord Paul Boateng to offer the toast on behalf of the Esama to his friend, His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu. Lord Boateng.
Excellencies, Your Majesty, Sir Gabriel, Mesdames, it's my pleasure to ask you to raise your glasses for a toast. These two great sons of Africa, these two great traditional leaders of two great African nations, Ghana and Nigeria. Otumfuo, the Asantehene, and Sir Gala. Two men who are friends, yes, we all know that, and we know just how deeply that friendship runs. Those of us who've been privileged to be Sir Gabriel's hosts, to have Sir Gabriel as a host here on previous occasions. So we know the friendship is deep, but it is a friendship that is rooted in more than the bonds of traditional leadership. Because these two men both have a passion for education. They have a passion for education in the fullest sense of that word. Yes, let's give them a round of applause. Let's give them a round of applause for what they do to promote educational excellence, for what they do to promote educational opportunities for young people, and for what they do in their own lives and in their own chieftaincies to embody educational excellence in their respective kingdoms. But it's not just education in the traditional sense, the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic. It's education in the agrarian sense. And you remember that Dr. Agre was a profound influence on the two great founding fathers of Ghana and Nigeria, the late Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and the late Dr. Azikwe. He influenced both those men, both in West Africa and at Lincoln College in the United States. And Agre talked of education as being more than just the 3 R's. He talked of education as embodying the 3 H's. And it's those 3 H's that link these two great men, our host, Sir Gabriel, and our guest of honor, the Asantehene. They are the embodiment of the 3 H's. And you remember what Dr. Agre's 3 H's were that go beyond reading, writing, and arithmetic. They are education, first of all, of the head, because you can have all the degrees in the world. You can have mastered those 3 R's. You can represent yourself as having yourself grasped the 3 R's. But if you don't have the H word, the head, wisdom, all your degrees count for nothing. So Dr. Agre talked of the first H, education of the head. Then he talked about the second H. And you remember what the second H was? Do you remember? Yeah. The hand. Education of the hand. Because these two men, in their lives and in their chieftaincies, don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. They deliver on the ground. Because the second H, the education of the hand, is about practical delivery. Because you can be wise, you can have the 3 R's too, but if you can't actually deliver to your people, deliver on your promises, then you are nothing. These two men, in their lives and in their chieftaincies, have delivered, have they not? And the third H, you remember the third H? We've had the head, we've had the hand, the third H, the heart. Perhaps the most important H of all. And these two men, as all of us in this room can testify, have the heart, don't they? They have good hearts. They have big hearts. And in their chieftaincies, they embody something that is, I would argue, unique to our continent. Unique to what Dr. Kwame Nkrumah called the African personality. Because for us, sons and daughters of Africa, wherever we are, whatever our origins, for us, there is but a semi-permeable membrane between this world, the next, and the world of our ancestors. Is that not right? Just a semi-permeable membrane between this world, the next, and the world of our ancestors. And these two men embody ancestral chieftaincy. They embody the responsibilities that come with ancestral chieftaincy. And they embody, too, that essential integration between the spiritual and the material. So it is for those 3 H's, embodied in the life and the work of our host and our guest of honor, His Majesty, Osajifo, Otumfuo, the Asantehene. It is for those 3 H's, the head, the hand, the heart, that I ask you to raise your glasses and to toast our guest of honor, the Asantehene. Long may he live, long may he reign. The Asantehene. And as we say in Ghana, Aiko! 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 God bless you.
The symbolism of what Lord Boateng, actually once Lord Boateng, once he speaks, except you amplify, there isn't much more to say, only to say that the host of this dinner and the celebrants have come a long way. They share the same chemistry. Whatever Sir Gabriel Igbinedion is doing in Nigeria, Osei Tutu is always there with his entourage, large entourage, special aircraft. And so what Sir Igbinedion is doing this evening is just a continuum of a partnership between Nigeria and Ghana.
Otumfuo, I personally welcome you to my land of England. I own this place, so I welcome you. If you need anyone to take you around, let me know, and I'll make sure I take you around.
you will be safe because I'm from Hackney. Hackney is a very dangerous area, so I've learned to protect myself so I can protect both of us. Sir Gabriel, you too, sir. If you are free and you want to join us to walk around Stratford and Hackney, I'll be happy to take you there also. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is simply Andy. Can you say hello, please? Hello? All right, can you say hello? By the way, my name is simply Andy. My full name is Andunanakwabnasapo Kantanka Preku Jr. That's my full name. I know right now you're all focusing on food because they're asking you for your orders, so I will not trouble you too much. But before I get into what I'm doing today, I'd like to find out who's in the house. Do we have any Ghanaians in the house that have come here to celebrate today? Ghanaians in the house, say yeah, yeah. Okay, do we have any Nigerians representing today? Nigerians, say yeah, yeah. Ibokwenu, 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 Kwezuenu, Hey. Sir, I looked on the internet to see how I welcome you. Any Asian people in the house? Hello, what part of Asia are you from? India. I've learned a song in Indian. I know it's not a language, but don't judge me. I've learned a song, and I'm going to try and sing it. So please, bear with me, yeah? Okay. Cameras, make sure you're looking at me well, yeah? Korakina kanuki dunya hai limhanuki. All right, so we're all here today to celebrate the ascension of this fantastic chief, this wonderful man who is representing the Ashanti kingdom. So can we please give Sir another massive round of applause? We welcome you again. We welcome you again. I remember growing up in Ghana. I grew up in a place called Ekropon in Kumasi Ekropon. And I remember growing up in Kumasi, there was such a fantastic community that anybody could discipline you. So whenever you were naughty, anybody could stop you on the road and beat you. And then they will hold your ear, take you back home, wait for your family to come home, and then they will beat you again. Unfortunately, in this country, that doesn't happen too much. I don't know if you've been watching a lot of these English shows that they show. Super Nanny. You know, these English people, they give their children choices and options. When they're naughty, they give them options. Say, you've been a very naughty boy, Tony. Do you want to go and wait in the naughty corner? Tony says, no, mummy, no, mummy. In Ghana, I could never say no to my parents. It was impossible. Even in the UK, I still cannot say no to my parents at my age of 31. If my mom calls me home, I have to turn up straight away. I remember when I came here, I had a friend, Ian David, a white boy who I grew up with in secondary school. And he used to say these random things like, you know, if your parents ever touch you and beat you, you know, which was very normal to us. If your parents ever hit you, you know you can call Childline for them, right? And I used to think, what is Childline? What does that mean, Childline? And then one day I decided to put my mom to test. So I put my mom, any mothers in the house? Any mothers in the house? Any proud mothers in the house? Okay, there we go. And I remember coming home one day, Ian told me, you can call Childline for your parents if they try and touch you and beat you. So I got home one day and I put my mom to test, but I didn't care because I had Childline who were going to protect me. I got home, my mom was very weird. Whenever she was ready to beat us, she would line us all up and she would start to sing praise and worship. My mom was very special. Today, oh, I will beat up my boys today. My mom would start remixing songs, leaving clues in the songs. And then one day I got home, my mom was ready to beat me. She raised her hand. I said, Mom, if you hit me, I'll call Childline for you. My mom took out her phone and she gave me her phone. And she said, call them. I held the phone for about 5 to 10 minutes because Ian never ever gave us a number to call Childline. So I was busy using Childline for protections and I didn't have a contact number for Childline. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that's all my time. So thank you very much and have a fantastic evening. God bless you.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. About a year ago, Some of us met here to celebrate the 15th year of his ascension to the golden stool of Ashanti. We celebrated Otumfuo Asantehene Osei Tutu II, courtesy Chief Sir Gabriel Igbinedion. A year on, we're here again. The Asantehene Osei Tutu II, I have known for over 20 years. That was long before he ascended the throne. But I've experienced his innate qualities as a true leader since he ascended the throne. I have known him and experienced his forthrightness, his fairness, and his toughness. For those of you who have not experienced him, you're missing something. And the Esama will bear me witness in this respect. Those of us who have had the privilege and the opportunity to get close to Otumfuo Osei Tutu II of Ashanti.
Jasaka Sadia, Abosami Sabajini, Minewa, Baby Waka was some there. Obi to me, say, Obi, I talked to Dama, a man of Yaka made Guasini. In the word that I say, what did you need for?
First female African Caribbean MP to become a government minister. Ladies and gentlemen, Dawn Butler.
Thank you so much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Are your mouths still full? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's wonderful to be here today, and I thank the host, His Excellency Sir Gabriel, for inviting us all today in honor of His Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. How's my pronunciation? Your Majesty. Your Majesty knows my constituency very well, that being Brent Central, Wembley Stadium, and I'm following Paul Boateng, who was the MP before me. And there are also a number of MPs around the room. I know there's Diane Abbott and there's a few other MPs around the room. And I just want to say that these two great men, with their love of education, knows no bounds. And when you come from a constituency such as mine, the route out of poverty and the route to success is actually education. And it doesn't have to be just academic education. It has just to have to be the education of the mind. And it has to be something where when you see, you succeed. And His Excellency Sir Gabriel, somebody told him once that there was a female black minister, and he didn't believe it. And I remember very well when he said, "Let me meet her. I want to meet her. I want to see her." And he didn't actually believe that in the UK that would happen. But the fact that this great man of such honor would want to meet me and talk to me filled me with ambition. And that was a powerful message. And I just think that every one of us in this room must take that powerful message and spread that message amongst everybody in this room and outside that room. Because if we want to succeed, whether you're from Nigeria, Ghana, Jamaica, as myself and the High Commissioner are, we need to build and succeed. And on the shoulders of giants we stand. And may we build more giants as we go through history. So thank you, Your Majesty, and the host, Sir Gabriel, His Excellency. Thank you so much for inviting me today, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Your Royal Highness and your lady. And Chief, although you now have your back to me, but I have to greet you. It is my very great pleasure to be here again this evening. Your Excellency, it is my great privilege on behalf of the African diaspora in the Caribbean to salute you on your 16th anniversary of the ascension to your throne. We're very proud of you. Those of us who happen to find ourselves in the Caribbean always look to Africa, look to Ghana, look to Nigeria, and look to the other African countries to help us to understand where we are and where we came from and what makes us great.
I would like to invite our guest of honor, His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, his very beautiful wife, Lady Julia Osei Tutu, his friend and our host, Sir Gabriel Igbinedion, and the members of the high table to the main floor for the first dance. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, the High Commissioner of Tanzania and his spouse. If you can give us a wave, please. Thank you. You're welcome. I have the High Commissioner of the Seychelles. I have the High Commissioner of the Seychelles in the house. You're most welcome. I also have the High Commissioner of South Africa and spouse. You're welcome, sir. Welcome, madam. I'd also like to welcome and acknowledge the High Commissioner of Kenya and spouse of Kenya. I have the representative of the Liberian ambassador to the UK. Liberia, you're welcome, madam. Thank you so much. I'd also like to acknowledge representatives from other high commissions and embassies in the UK. So I'd like to invite His Royal Majesty, Her Royal Majesty, and His Excellency Chief Gabriel Igbinedion to cut the cake. This cake is to celebrate the absolute monarch, the 16th anniversary of the 16th occupant of the golden stool of the Ashanti Kingdom. Accompanying Otumfuo is his grandniece, Madame Abra Dury, and members of the High Table. Absolutely significant. The cake to celebrate the combination of the good, the sweet, and the not so sweet over 16 years, to celebrate friendship, love, and understanding between the two great monarchs.
All protocols observed. This evening, we are going to witness the cutting of the cake. It's not the cake I want people to look at. It's the interest and the love behind it. Last year, well, we're here, most of you, to thank God Almighty for the Royal Majesty of the Otumfuo. May you live long, in Jesus' name. And may your reign be long. You look at the world today, the history has made for 16 years. It's unsurpassable. Like me, I knew Ghana before it became a king. But the transformation that have took place for these 16 years, each and everybody will know that it God sent. Somebody who is not here, that the Spirit is here, that is the mother, my mother. For all of you to come and honor him, each occasion he beckons on you because of his goodwill and because of the way he treated each and every one of us. Sir, you are just beginning. The God on your side. You are chosen from God. Only the world does pronounce it. I'm indeed very grateful for you to be present tonight. With the lady, I'm grateful to you for taking care of my brother. And I'm indeed very grateful again that each year God keeps us alive. We continue to get together from time to time, not every year, but day to day, one to one. 2015 is rolling. When the year go to July, that means the year is lying down. You know, when God makes 12 months in a year, he said, January, it will begin the journey of the year. December, it will disembark from the year. Therefore, in his own case, My favorite parable is that a success without a successor is a failure. You have a successor, and God will bless you. Julie, thank you once again. Lord Boati, both of you will come account whether we are going to place you on test. So either you spell Ghana, or you know what to do. You are better than the Lord. Thank you.
Hey! Chief, Your Majesty, please cut the cake.
Yeah.
Medasi Papa. The cake is cut. It will now be shared. Enjoy. Your Majesty, Chief, thank you. Thank you very, very much.
For His Royal Majesty and Her Royal Majesty. And of course, our host, Chief Sir Gabriel. That was absolutely fantastic.
Jesuja, sheke mi, okuo, somi dalaye, ejere, iebie, lo firami hata. Jesuja, sheke mi, okuo, somi dalaye, ejere, iebie, lo firami pada. Talaba fiowe, talole ba dogba. Talaba fiowe, talole ba dogba. Oloruto jolorulo, talaba fiowe. Oloruto jolorulo, talaba fiowe.
The Prabon Peak Greenfield project encompasses about 500 first-class gated community in Prabon, and as we were just told, the project is the dream come true of Otumfuo's links with a celebrated Israeli businessman called Mr. Ethan Stiba, the chairman of the Vital Capital Group, who flew in this morning from Tel Aviv. Ethan, please stand up to be acknowledged. So far, the group named Golden Kingdom Vital Group, of which I happen to be a director under the direction of Otumfuo, has spent over $26 million in building the infrastructure, the plots, service plots. They've also developed the community around Prabon village. And Prabon lies between the Asukwa district and the Lay district on the Kumasi Bekwai road. So not only are we going to have a mall to serve the community, a big police station, Asukwa police station to provide security, the Lay Bosom tree on that side, surrounded by the scenic villages around that side, and giving first-class accommodation to all types of Ghanaians, not necessarily Ashantis, but anybody who cares to want to live in a modern, state-of-the-art residence. On 21st August 2015, Otumfuo kick-started the 80th birthday celebration of Esama in Kumasi. Where Otumfuo held a durbar of his chiefs to honor his great friend with a wonderful gold insignia. The Esama was there with his delegation and his family, and I'm sure he was greatly pleased. Soon after that, on 11th September, Otumfuo led a delegation to Benin City to witness the grand Requiem Mass held at St. Gabriel's Cathedral in Benin City to celebrate the High Mass and 80th birthday of Esama. So it is a continuing birthday, and you are entering the 81st birthday. And everywhere you find, here in Britain, it is still the monarchy. It is monarchy which has proved over the years to bring stability, to bring unity of people. And we are glad that on the African continent, we have these two great men to continue with that tradition. And in reply to the host ably proposed by Lord Boatin on behalf of the Esama for Otumfuo, I have the authority of Otumfuo to also propose a toast for the Esama. So please, ladies and gentlemen, get your glasses charged and be upstanding for us to celebrate our host, the Esama of Benin. To Esama.
Respect to the big chiefs, but still very relaxed and free and happy, and people dancing. It was wonderful.
Fantastic. If you wouldn't mind, what's your name and what do you do?
I'm Eitan Stibbe. I'm the founding partner of Vital Capital, which is an impact investment fund investing in Africa, mainly for affordable housing, healthcare, agro-industry, agriculture, water.
Fantastic.
As usual, the evening went well. It was elegantly done, and I'm very happy to have been a part of it. We pray for life and longevity, and hopefully next year we'll be back again. My name is Nacho Chosoyo the First. I am a divisional queen mother of the Jamestown Traditional Council. I'm also the Secretary General for the Federation of Ghanaian Diaspora in Europe, as well as matron of the Global Visionary Women's Network. I also happen to be a director of the National Council for Ghanaian Unions and vice chair of Ghana Union.
Incredible amount of work.
I wear a lot of different hats. Thank you very much. Thank you. And well done for this evening.
Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that.
My name is Tony Minta. I'm in telecoms. I'm IT and telecoms. I work with Otumfuo on some of his projects in Ashanti. I also helped with the 15th anniversary, as far as we put the brochure together. And we're working behind the scenes on a number of things. We're building a new Ashanti website, which will be everything and everything to do with Ashanti. We're busy working with the charities. We're going to relaunch a charity website so we can showcase some of the stuff you so wonderfully spoke about today, but also to put that in context of what the public can see so they can appreciate what's really being done, and they can also help support some of the wonderful works he's doing.
Ashanti Kingdom is definitely the key word in Google.
Indeed.
I hope you had a good evening.
It was a wonderful evening. I was here last year. This year was actually better. I think it's partly to do with the host.
Oh, thank you so much.
You did a wonderful
That's very
job.
gracious.
But again, Esama was gracious, Otumfuo was wonderful, and we all hope to take something positive out of the day.
Indeed. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure speaking with you.
Same here.
Thank you.